and refreshing. And it makes you feel alive, not sluggish and demotivated, which we know can encourage more unhelpful drinking. I've dedicated my life to help others realize their true potential, whether they have a glass of alcohol in their hand or not. I know how hard it is to find an answer to drinking less. For many men and women who have been to those stop drinking meetings and know they don't belong there, now know that there is a place that they can go where they're not judged nor labelled, nor made to feel like they have a problem. Men and women who buy my Drink Less program are fully functioning, emotionally intelligent people, just like you. They're hard-working citizens who have responsible jobs, families to look after, just like you. They, like you, are normal people. They have simply got themselves into a drinking too much rut, and they know, like you, they want to drink less. It's time to move on and learn how to drink less without judgment, crazy restrictions, rules and regulations. Forget the meetings and admitting you have a drinking problem, which you don't, and move on. One of the keys to unlock the overdrinking cycle is to understand what is happening in your mind first. What is driving you to drink in the first place? My program is about training your mind to move on, so you can learn healthier, sober coping strategies right here, right now, and into your drinking future, without your past drinking days and ways hanging over you. The goal of this program is to learn to drink less, irrespective of your drinking past, and irrespective of how many unhelpful and unsupportive memories you have about your drinking. So when you do drink, you are already in a calmer and more realistic place now, and feel positive about your drinking future rather than in fear of it. So rather than using the alcohol for emotional, medicinal purposes, this program helps you to de-stress before your first sip of alcohol. It helps you see your life and the issues you have from a more balanced and logical place before your first drink. So you're not driven to drink with the same velocity. So when you do drink, you drink from a much healthier emotional space. Can you imagine your mind moving on so you can deal with your life better before you drink? Can you imagine your life with alcohol in it, where you manage it rather than the alcohol manages you? If you're ready to start your drink less life without anybody knowing so you can just get on with it, trust me, how you drink is a habit. Yes, you can drink less right now. Just look below and click the orange button now so you can get started immediately. It's 100% guaranteed to work or your money back. A little bit of history about me. I am an Australian who has been living in London since 1994. I don't know how many Australians you know, but they're big drinkers, so I truly get it. For you know I was one of those heavy drinkers, and you know for years I drank heavily and sometimes fast and furiously. But you know what? I didn't know at the time, but I had some self-esteem issues, and I drank because I thought it would make me more interesting, witty and clever. I drank because I thought everyone else was better than me. So I hid my insecurities by drinking and being the life of the party. It wasn't until I trained to be a clinical hypnotherapist at the largest European college where I was top of my class. I knew perhaps my mind was the problem, so while building my private practice, the college I trained at invited me to be one of their lecturers. For many years after, I travelled around the UK universities training others to be hypnotherapists. During this time, I was working in my busy clinic in the business district of London. I was helping lawyers, insurance brokers, homemakers, media types, you name it, to deal with life. And they kept saying the same thing. Georgia, I'm secretly worried about how much I drink, but I just can't seem to cut back. It was becoming a theme that I just couldn't ignore. I could see my clients who were drinking too much were suffering and felt misunderstood, which often makes a drinker go underground and drink more because they're worried and don't know where to turn. So it got me thinking, why don't I train myself to drink less? And if I can do it, I can then show others how it works. So with my training in voice dialogue, which is a powerful Jungian psychology that I learned in California, combined with hypnosis, I, as well as my clients, started to see amazing results. Now 22 years